Right, well, the fish that we're mainly targeting today is a fish a lot of anglers don't like very much because it's slimy and it doesn't fight very well, but they do grow quite large, and it's the bream. I'm after some bream today, or skimmers, small bream are skimmers, larger bream, what we call slabs. Now I can understand a lot of anglers who don't like bream because they don't fight very well, and when you've got carp rods that are big and powerful and you hook a bream where your bait's intended for a carp, on those big rods the bream are easy, you just basically reel them in. You still treat them with respect because they're a fish after all and they've just picked up a bait intended for another one. But on carp tackle, I must admit, I've done it myself, they're not much fun, but they're still fish and they need to be taken care of just as well. But I've got a float rod today. Yes. Oh, okay, that's a very good idea. Thank you for that, guys. Parakeets. Anyway, some bream, yeah, ground bait. Hemp seed, you know I love hemp seed. I've got some dynamite, silverfish, but this is ideal. Bream and roach bait, ground bait, mixed in with a bit of pro natural ground bait. So this one is the binder, see, because it's white. It's a white one. So the white ground bait is what binds the darker bait and everything together. But you've got to be careful so you don't overdo it with the white, otherwise you'll bind it too much and it'll start getting stodgy. It won't break up easy. When a ground bait breaks up easy. And some sweet corn. And today I'm going to be using maggots. Got a mixture of red whites in there. Got a size 16 barbless hook. I'll show you the float. The float is particularly special for this kind of today's fishing and for bream, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the old trusty bait box bowl. So first of all, get some hemp in there. Oh, I do like the smell of hemp, it's lovely. I'm not going to use loads to begin with. I don't want to put too much bait out to begin with. I want to see what's happening with the swim. See if there's any fish there at all. I did see some fish bubbling earlier on. That sun's going to be in my face, but I'm going to stick it out because it won't be there that long and it'll start moving round. I'm staying in this swim. Mix in some sweet corn, using the juices from it. It's got a nice smell. Again, not too much. I want to get some idea of what's happening in the swim, you know, before I start adding more ground bait. Remember the golden reel. Reel? Remember the golden reel? Oh, for goodness sake, remember the golden rule. Whatever you put in, you can't take out. Sorry, you know, got to bear that in mind. Right. So we've got sweet corn, hemp seed. Open up one of these. Why is it that when you buy items, they're never easy to open? I'm sure there's some sort of conspiracy going on here, you know. Can I forget my scissors to make a slot in that? I brought some pork pies the other day. Just walking along, thought, oh, I'll have one of those now. It took me ages to open the packet. I mean, it took me ages. You can imagine, I said awful words like blast and damn it. Anyway,
some nice dark ground bait here. Put some of that in. Open up some of the
You have to watch the geese here because they won't give up. They know there's food around. I didn't chase them away, I just walked them away to the next swim. But believe me, as soon as your back's turned, they will come in and scoff it up as quickly as anything. There's only one here at the moment. I mean, this place is normally full of geese, but having said that, it's normally full of anglers. Because it's not full of anglers, there aren't so many geese. So it's coming back again. They are extremely persistent. It's not going to beat me. He'll get some when I leave. But he's got a long wait, right guys?
right. I'm just going to lob out
One more small ball. I'm going to fish about 40 yards out to begin with. I'll show you the float I'm going to use. If you want to know about using a plummet, which I will be doing, again check out the video Float Fishing a Small Pond, and it tells you exactly how to use a plummet there and lots of little tips. That was the open day of the fishing season. That was on June the 16th. But I'll show you the float I'm going to use and why I'm going to use this particular float. I love float fishing lakes. I mean, it's like I said before, I had some great fish out here using a float, and this is going to bring back some really great memories. I might try and come again at least once in September. So this may be the second to last time. I only live 15 minutes up the road. Anyway, I'll show you the float. I'm going to put this bait away because Mr. Snafflebox here is going to try and take it. So, this is the float I'm going to use. So this is a small antenna float. This is 5BB. But there's two main reasons. One, it's very thin at the top, so if a breeze picks up, it won't be able to catch the float and push it around too much. But the other is, I'm going to load it so that the orange tip, maybe a bit of the black underneath will be showing. If I get a lift bite, it'll show more yellow. Because bream are generally speaking bottom feeding fish, I'll be fishing about 3 inches over depth, so the bait will be laying about 3 inches on the bottom. So when the fish picks up the bait, the float will lift up. I can put my hand on right near the rod as it slides away, strike into the fish. But this is the ideal float for bream, 5BB. Of course, if it was a lot windier, bigger water, deeper, I'd use a float similar, but a heavier float. You know, got a few more extra weights on it, but that's the one today. It's this little, it's actually a Drennan glow tip antenna. That'll be ideal. So I'll set this up and we'll get started. Tough old day. Sticking with a little bit of meat on a small hook at the moment. Had a couple of bites. Been straight down, but I missed it. Coming up to 5 p.m. I'll try and get a good thumbnail shot before 8 o'clock when I go. So, got about 3 hours left to get hopefully one decent fish, a good fish. Doing the best I can. Can't do any more than that. Perhaps we'll have a little walk. 10 minutes, a bit later on. Guys, we are in. And would you believe it? It's a bream. It's a big bream. Now, isn't that strange? We've been after the big bream all day, and all we had are small ones. Put on the meat, and this lump comes in, and she's there. Guys, even if we don't get a tench or a carp, we've redeemed ourselves. We've got a slab. We've got a slab, guys. We've got a slab. We've got a lump of a bream. Straight down. Still got an hour to fish. We've done it, guys. We've done it. We've got a slab. God, that's a lump. That is a lump of a bream. There we are, guys. That is a lump. Ah, that was a bonus. Nice. That's a young great-crested grebe. And there's the mother, the female or the male. I think that's the female. There they go. They're diving right over my swim. And I've taken my hook out at the moment. They're probably feeding on some of my bait. But it doesn't matter at the moment. Gorgeous bird. This is the best time of the evening now. It's a shame it doesn't last long. But Old Berry Hill on a summer's evening or very early autumn evening, that's when quite often you can get some of the best fish. One more be good, be really good. I'm not going to be greedy, but a bonus fish that would just make up for a hard day. But at least we got one slab out anyway. We didn't fail, guys. We didn't fail. Look at the colour of that meat. You want some? You want a piece? Yeah? No, I didn't think so. I think I have to come back here in September before it closes completely. Maybe one more fish. One more fishing session. What do you reckon? Got to be done, innit? We're in, guys. Big fish. Big fish. Yep. Don't think this is a bream. Don't think this is a bream, although it might be. If it is, it's a good one. It's a good bream if it is. Got to keep the pressure on it because it's a barbless. Oh, it is a bream and it's a lump. Whew. That's another big slab, guys. That's another big slab. Our bonus fish, guys. We've got our bonus fish. Ooh. Oh yeah. I think this might even be bigger than the last one you saw. It's got some weight to it and it's got a bit of a fight to it as well. The other one just came in like a wet sack. With this one, yep, it's got some scrap to it. That's a good fish. Keep it together, guys. Keep it together. This is a really good fish, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah. I had one out earlier. Yeah, I've been after these bream all day, these bigger ones. Didn't think I was going to succeed, but yeah, you all right?
Yeah.
Can I help you with anything?
Is it alright if you give us a small hook, please?
Yes, of course, Charlie. No problem. Just let me land this concrete sack. I don't know what time they close here today. Because the trouble is, this is the best time. I'd be waiting all day for this. But at least I succeeded. You'll see this on YouTube.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You might see it tomorrow night if I can get it done. That's a decent sized bream. I actually think I've hooked it underneath.
What, the tail?
Yeah, under the belly. It's probably brushed past the line and it pulled the float under and I struck. But the other one didn't fight. This one's got a bit more of a fight to it. Oh, it's bigger than the other one though. It's a good sized slab. Oh. I missed it. Don't tell anybody, will you? Oh dear. Right, let's get it in the net this time. It's probably messed up my swim, but oh, it's a nice, yeah, oh crikey. That is a big bream. It's got a very small tail. Shall we have a look at it, Charlie? Oh, that's a lump. Struth. That is bigger than the other one. Crikey. Oh. Wow. That is definitely bigger than the other one. She's a bit of an old girl, this one. Let's put her on the unhooking mat. Oh dear. As usual, Clive's making a mess of it. That's certainly a slab, all right. Yeah, I've had them bigger. Oh yeah, I've had them twice the size of this. Oh, Struth. Calm down, fish. Calm down. That's a good slab, though. It's an old girl. God, slimy, though. A lot of people don't like bream. I do. But they're really slimy, and they don't fight that hard. But that, I'll definitely... guys, there's a nice old slab of a bream. I reckon that one, that's definitely about £5. They do go bigger, but that's about £5 that fish. Yeah. I won't weigh it, but I can feel, you can feel the net. You can feel how heavy it is. Got it?
Oh, that's really heavy.
It's quite a lump, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just put her back and I'll give you a hook. Step over the rod. Do you want to put it back? Do you want to put it back? Yeah. You can do it that side. Let it go nice and carefully in the net, Charlie. Yep. But she might float upside down, but don't worry, she'll soon right herself. They're not very good out of water for a long time, bream. They're not really a strong fish. There she goes.
Wow.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much, young man. Smile. You'll be on YouTube tomorrow.
Yay!
Right. What size hook did you say you wanted?
I don't really mind.
All right. Mind me, Rod. I won't be happy if you snap that. Because if you break that, do you know what I'll end up doing to you?
Yeah.
Not giving you the hook. Right, so you want a size 16, do you? I think I've got a 16 here we go. These are super hooks. These are Drennan, my personal favourite. They're very, very strong and very, very sharp. But yeah, you should be all right with that. If you don't catch any roach or bits and pieces, tomorrow morning with your dad at first light, that is the best fishing time. This time of the evening, during the night, I've never night fished very often, funny enough, but first light in the morning. So first light, dawn and dusk are the best times to fish.
Thank you.
Have another one just in case you get snagged up. Yeah. What the heck? How long have you been fishing, or are you just beginning?
Probably about 3 years now.
Okay. What's your best fish?
£20 common.
Oh, nice. Was that with your dad?
Yeah, what's your biggest?
My biggest? Well, my biggest is only a bit bigger than yours because I like carp, but I fish for a lot of other variety
of fish as well. I don't just carp fish. Some anglers do, and good luck to them. But mine is 21 pounds, 12 ounces. So you're not far behind me.
It's still big though.
Yeah, but so is yours. And how old are you?
9.
It's 9. So you've got all those years to go, and you can catch bigger ones than that. Nice. I bet you were well pleased. Was you with your dad, was you?
Yeah.
So what other species of fish would you like to catch as well?
Chub.
Yeah.
Zander.
Zander. They've got zander in here. But better, I don't think, mind you, you won't be able to fish after September, but you couldn't fish for zander here until October anyway. You weren't allowed to do predatory fishing till then. What about tench?
Oh, I have caught tench.
Have you? What's your best tench?
1.5 pound.
Okay, that's all right. That's absolutely fine. Then you got a great chance of beating my best tench. And that was 8 pounds.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
big tench.
It was a cracking tench. I do like tench. They fight really, really hard, and they're such a beautiful fish as well.
They're slimy, but not as slimy.
They're not as slimy as bream. A lot of anglers don't like them. Me? Yeah, I do, because at the end of the day, it's still a fish. And when you get them that sort of size, yeah, it's pretty good. Well, you have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Cheers, Charlie.
Right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. No problem. And that, guys, is what angling's all about. Helping the youngsters. We need the youngsters in our sport because it is declining to a degree. And that's really sad. And people like Charlie, good for him. I hope he catches a lot of big fish. Right, what's the time? 7:10. Have we got time for another one? What do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? Well, that's quite a long old day, guys, wasn't it? Nearly 7:25. They close here at 8:30, so I'll give it another 15 minutes. See, we've had 2 really nice bream out, so I'm not complaining there at all, because we came out to catch bream, and we had some skimmers this morning, and I had some small roach and perch, but I really wanted to try and get some of the slightly larger, what I call the proper bream, not the skimmers. Skimmers are small bream, and then you've got the slabs, were the ones I had this evening on meat. Good old meat trumps again. I wasn't sure if I was going to get any of the larger bream. I was beginning to get a bit concerned, but can't deny that. But we succeeded in the end. For about 15 minutes roughly. See if we can get one more. That would be something special to get an extra one, but hey, let's not be greedy, Got two decent sized bream. Oh, they are slimy, but I still like them. They don't fight that hard. Oh, got some bubbles come up by my float there. Because the thing with bream, they're bottom feeding fish, so they sort of feed up like that. And occasionally, they're grubbing along the silt and that on the bottom. Oh, got a lift bite, float's lifted up. All I want it to do now is go straight down. And it did. And guys, we're in. But this is another slab. Can you believe it? Another slab. Oh my goodness me. It's a wow. Bream number 3, guys. Bream number 3. Let's see if I can turn the camera around so you can see the action. They don't fight, but hey ho. This will do us nicely, chaps. This will do us nicely. Look at this. See what I mean by they don't fight? River bream tend to fight better than lake bream. But you know, it's another good sized slab. How about that? Hey, can you believe it? Talk about timing. Cool. That's a decent bream too. Oh, in the net. Look at the fight. He's really fighting, isn't he? Oh, guys. How about that? That's really good timing. That's really good timing. Yeah. Pleased with that. Huh. Really pleased with that. Cool, that's a decent sized bream as well. Yeah, I'll lift him up to show you guys. That was beautifully timed. So pleased. So pleased with that. Really pleased with that. Let's get this rod out of the way. I think we're going to call it a day. We close in another hour. What do you reckon, guys? Another one? Being too greedy, really, isn't it? Being too greedy. They're covered in slime. Well, there you go, guys. Another slab. How about that? Another lump. 3. That's cool. 10 more minutes. Come back one more time next month before it goes. Is that big gate that's down the bottom there? You've got that little side gate as well to the car park.
In a minute.
Sorry?
That'd be all locked in a minute.
Oh.
So you have to go back out.
Which way have I got to go?
Go back up the hill. What way did you come in?
I came in that way.
What?
Up the hill, yeah.
Yeah, come down through there, get back into
I'll
the car.
go back through there and back to the car park.
Yeah, these gates down here stay open.
Oh, that's alright, that's lovely. That's great.
But yeah,
Because the big gate's shut, but there's a little gap there, isn't there, on the left, that's open, is it?
Yeah, well, that will be getting locked by about 20 past.
Right.
Alright?
Okay, lovely.
We'll go do all the other lakes first anyway, so you've got about half hour, 40 minutes.
Alright, lovely. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Well, there you have it, guys. I think we'll call it a day. A day. How's that? Won't take me long to pack up anyway. It's easy enough to do. He's got to do the other late, so he said about 30 minutes. Alright, one more. Oh, I've hooked the wood. Right, I'm out of the wood. Out of the woods. Okay. Alright, 5 more minutes and that is definitely it. 5 minutes and that is it. Oh, cool, that shot down quick. I think that took it on the drop. And this is typical of Berry Hill though. See, the last 2 hours before it gets dark, that's when the fish start coming on the feed. Oh, there's a lift bite there. There's a lift. Some bubbles. Yeah.